Right, this afternoon we've got roast pork for our Sunday lunch, and we're going to use the rotisserie function on the Silvercrest Airfryer from Lidl. Steve is at this moment pushing the, what do you call it?
Rotisserie.
Through the pork and getting it lined up, pushing in the forks as well, and it's a skewer, that's the word I was looking for. I knew it'd come if I waited long enough. Then the meat will be seasoned and popped in the oven. Last week's chicken was a triumph. It rotisseried beautifully. As we said last week, we're not sure that it was actually worth the extra money for the Taste the Difference chicken. This is a shoulder joint of pork from Sainsbury's that costs £4 something, so pretty good. We got a longer, slimmer, if you like, pork joint rather than a fat one, in hopes that it will turn without catching anything. So as you can see, Steve's just getting the forks in to hold the meat tight so it doesn't fall once it's turning. Don't forget to tighten up, that's a very important thing. And the same as last week, we are using a bowl for seasoning. I think Steve's just going to rinse his hands, and I'll just turn, blimey, I can't, that's really quite heavy, but that's the joint going. I will just start preheating the oven. I'm going to go 45 minutes, so therefore I'm going to preheat for about 48, just give it a 3-minute heat through and press the rotisserie, otherwise it won't turn. Okay, so that's just heating through. Steve's got one clean, one dirty hand. The dirty hand, I'm assuming, is the hand that he's got the gloves on. He's also using the sunflower oil spray that I picked up from Lidl's last week for just 99p. Right, so as you can see, the hand that's actually touching the pork has a glove on, so there's no cross-contamination at all. I've just thought I'm going to have to stop the oven because I haven't put the foil in the bottom of the tray, and having the foiled bottom of the tray, it does make clean-up so much easier. Not that I'm lazy. Got quite a nice layer of crackling on this, so hopefully we'll be fighting over the crackling later. So that's Malden's, no, I keep saying Malden, don't I? It is Malden sea salt, and cracked black pepper and garlic powder that's gone on to the pork. Lots of salt will go on the rind so that it crisps up lovely, and as I say, we get that pork rind, crackling, whatever you want to call it, that we can fight over. just put the seasoning in, and that is done. I'll just get the foil and then we can put it in the oven. Right then, after a little bit of repositioning, there's no point in lying to you, it's in and it's turning. I mean, I think it should be good. My disappointment is, maybe it's just this joint, that I wouldn't be able to get a tray of potatoes in underneath it, because the joint, as you can see, will just catch the potatoes in the tray. But that's really not the end of the world, I suppose, because I've got my trusty ninjas here and here that I can cook my roasted potatoes in. So we are going to, as I say, cook that for 45 minutes. I have my instant read thermometer because we're going to do it for temperature, not time, because as you know, sometimes it says, oh, cook for X amount of time, and it's not actually cooked how you want it, whereas if you go with a temperature, it's generally correct. Okay, we'll come back when that's nearly finished cooking. Let's see how we're doing 5 minutes in. Okay, so yeah, you can see the fat dripping off just there, at least I hope you can, and hopefully that will lead to a beautifully crispy crackling. Just if you don't like crackling, please feel free to send it to me, I won't object. Let's just open the zinc. There you go, yeah, we're starting to crackle. Ooh, lovely jubbly. That's the pork all cooked and rested. If I can get it to stay this way, I'll let you hear how good it sounds. Okay. Sounds a nice bit of crackling to me. What I've done is, in the Silvercrest Airfryer, I have put the roast potatoes, which I am cooking in the pork fat, and on the bottom there is the stuffing. So, and literally the next time you see this pork, it will be on a platter ready for us to serve and eat. Okay then, that's dinner already on the platter, ready for us to serve ourselves. The stuffing will be served separately. Steve actually has some mashed potato on his plate, and the gravy was made with the juices from the meat. So, see you in a bit.